Hey, let's talk about how to get free traffic to your website. These are basically automated leads that you're going to get so you don't have to worry about paying Facebook or Google or whomever for traffic. And this works with pretty much any product or service. And I've used this process to make companies thousands and thousands of dollars. And then only recently the light bulb went off, and I said, why am I not doing this for myself? So I've started implementing this process for my own business. So in just a little bit, I'm also going to tell you about a simple 5-step system that you can actually implement to do this for yourself. But before we go into that, let me go ahead and get started and just give you the overview of what this looks like. All right, so how in the world do you get this free traffic to your website? Well, the solution to that is YouTube. Now, why YouTube? Well, YouTube, in case you didn't know it, is the second largest search engine on the planet, only next to Google, and Google actually owns YouTube. But I want you to think about this. Whenever you've had a problem recently, maybe you have a leaking sink, maybe you are looking for a certain product that you're wanting to go after, where do you go? Do you search that on Google and read an article? 9 times out of 10, you're going to open up YouTube and type in how to, fill in the blank, how to fix a sink, what is the best jacuzzi, whatever that thing is that you're looking for. You're going to open YouTube and you're going to search for that, and you're going to stumble upon some different styles of video. Oftentimes you're going to look for reviews, and reviews oftentimes just make us feel a little bit better about buying the product or service. Maybe if it's a product, we get to kind of look at that, but it's just a good way to learn a little more about whatever it is and help influence one way or the other that buying decision. So the way this works is you actually create a video about a problem that somebody has, and you name the video the actual thing that people are looking for. And then after that, people will click on wherever you tell them to click in order to learn more about that. Once you put it up on YouTube and you get some eyeballs behind it, that will keep working for you over and over and over. You set it and forget it. And I still have videos that are bringing in sales for past clients that I did years ago, but they're still working. They're still sitting there versus something like a YouTube or Google ad or Facebook ad that you put up there once, and once you stop paying, they stop seeing it. All right, so here's a quick example. Worked with a flooring company. They sell hardwood flooring across the nation. Well, what we did is we created a series of YouTube videos talking about the very specific products that they had to offer. They wanted to rank those videos for very specific titles of products. We created the video content for them, and we put it over here on YouTube. And then when people would search via Google or YouTube, they would actually find the company's videos and they would reach out to them. Now, why do I say Google or YouTube? Because as I mentioned before, Google owns YouTube, and sometimes the videos that you make will wind up on page 1 of Google, and I'm going to show you a couple quick examples of that. So here is one of my videos recently that is on what's called the carousel. So if you Google a certain term, I didn't put the term in here, but if you Google a certain term, my video pops up, and people have the option of clicking on that. You can see these videos are more enticing to click on than just reading this stuff, because people are getting lazy and they don't want to read. Now, here's another example of Google. Sometimes you won't wind up with a carousel specifically, but you'll wind up with a thumbnail. And as you can see here, people want to watch a video. They're going to click on this as opposed to reading through all this because they want to learn more about this specific flooring. And this is the flooring that I mentioned just a minute ago. This is the company I worked with. You can see how this really pops and stands out. So these are 2 examples of winding up on page 1 of Google. And then over here is winding up towards the top of YouTube. So this is video that I made years ago, about 5 years ago actually, and it's still at the top of YouTube. So you see up here are ads. There's 2 other videos that are in front of this one. This video right here has 5,000 views. This one has 94,000 views. And this video has 24,000 views. Now, look at the difference in subscribers. This has 100,000 subscribers. This has 6,000 subscribers. This has 123 subscribers. So you don't have to have a big, giant amount of subscribers in order to do this. What you need to do is give Google and YouTube what they want, and they will reward you for it. Now, this is what happened next, though. I got interested in some other things, and I wound up stopping. I wound up no longer doing this for other companies. Fast forward a few years to today, because I ran into a gentleman by the name of Paul Murphy, who has been doing this consistently, getting on page 1 of Google and at the very top of YouTube over and over and over. And I wound up taking some training from him. All right, so here are some examples of what Paul's done. All of these red circles that you see are the videos that Paul has put together and has wound up ranking on page 1 of Google, very top of YouTube, and people are essentially stumbling upon, with air quotes, his video content, then clicking on that and going to the website and then buying products or services from them. Now, I'm going to be creating some more videos like this, kind of going into more details, but it's just kind of one video at a time kind of a thing. If that seems like a good fit for you, something you're interested in, as I mentioned before, Paul does have a training on that. I'll put a link right here. You can click, or you can type that out, or you can click on the link in the description or in the top of the comment section if you want to see his training. It's about 5 specific steps that he uses, pretty simple steps, on how he kind of goes throughout this whole system, and he kind of shows you the whole process. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave those below in the comment section. But again, if you want to watch that free training, just click on the link and you can go ahead and get started with that now.